The correct site you need to look for is this spin-off OBI page. That's the way it looks like. And here you can download the program. You may ask yourself, why should you trust this page? And this short description here basically say everything. This cool guy here managed to rework the original software to make it look better, fix a couple of bugs, and also enhance its compatibility with the recent versions of Windows. That's why I decided to go for his version of the toolkit instead of the others. It's even better than the original one. To download the software, just click here and start your download, selecting the slow speed. And that's it for the toolkit. For the cable driver instead, you can simply look in the description of this video down here. I made it available for you. Now that we extracted the two packages and we are back on the test PC, we need to install the USB driver. The fastest way to show the device manager is simply to right-click on the start button and select device manager. The unknown USB peripheral will show up. Double-click on it and let's just browse to the position where we extracted the USB driver. If the installation phase, it may be because you selected the wrong device, or maybe your cable needs another driver to work properly. Once installed, take note of the USB serial device port. In my case it's COM3. Once you open the Bafang configuration tool and your motor is currently connected via the cable with the battery mounted and turned on, you can select the COM port you noted before and click the button Connect. You'll see your motor's controller information, like the nominal voltage and the maximum current. To load the motor settings, you need to click the Read Flash button. All the fields in the Basic tab will be reloaded. A good practice would be to just save your default settings. From the File menu, select Save As and save your file with EL extension. Now you can safely mess up with your configuration. You may want, for example, raise your low battery protection to 32. You will have less battery available, but you'll make it last longer over time. Or you can lower your current limit to go slower, saving battery to cover longer distances. About assistance level, what you need to know is that your Bafang motor will push you until it reaches one of the two limits, current or speed. I'll put a link in the description in case you need more insights. This is the pedal assist tab. A lot of options here, but we don't have enough time to cover all of this. Again, check the link in the description if you want to know more. About the throttle handle, you have less options, but really interesting. You can change the speed limit, the acceleration mode, even select a fixed assistance level. That's pretty handy. When you're done and you're sure about your settings, remember, this is at your own risk. You can hit the right flash button. I'm okay with my settings, so I will simply close the program. Let's try to change some settings this time. In this scenario, we'll use the 750-watt Bafang build, connected to a more modern machine that runs Windows 11. As the last time, let's turn up the battery first. The right cable plug is the one with the green marker, the male one. Let's also connect the cable to the bike side and then to the USB port, taking care of not damaging the soldered part. The way to go to the device manager is, at least today, the same as on Windows 10. I also use the same cable's driver and it works correctly. That's a good thing. On this machine, the target COM port is the number 5. Let's open up our toolkit as usual, no need for admin privileges. And then, let's select the right port. When we hit Connect, the controller info will be populated. Also, don't forget to hit the Read Flash button to load the settings from the motor. I'm okay with the basic settings, so I'll just leave them as they are. Don't worry in case you mess up with the settings and you want to revert them. At any moment, you can just click on the Read Flash button again, and all the last written settings will be reloaded into the UI. Now you can start over. What I want to change in my configuration is the throttle handle tab. First of all, I want to increase the range of control of my throttle. I like the end voltage to be a little bit higher, but it also starts too much strongly for my taste. Let me lower this down to 5%. Okay, that would be good for me, so I can go on and write down my configuration to the flash memory of my motor. Since I wrote something, I also like to disconnect the motor, and finally, close the program. When you want to unplug the USB cable, please hold it from the chip. This way, you'll preserve the soldered parts. Then you can power off the battery, remove the cable from the green plug, and put the display back where it belongs.